For 100%. That is how much the average vendor inflates their software audit claim above your actual exposure. Oracle, Microsoft, SAP, IBM, they all do it. And if you respond passively, you will pay 80 to 100% of that inflated number. But organizations that fight back, they settle at 30 to 60%. The difference is not luck. It is strategy. I am Shub, the license nerd, and today I am going to give you the complete playbook for surviving a software audit. First, let us understand what triggers an audit. Vendors do not audit randomly. They audit strategically. The top 5 triggers are: your contract renewal is approaching and they want leverage. You just completed a merger or acquisition. You are migrating to the cloud and they fear losing revenue. A former employee tipped them off. Or their sales team flagged you as underlicensed based on your purchase history versus company size. The audit notification arrives. It looks official and terrifying. But here is rule number 1. Do not panic and do not respond immediately. You typically have 30 days to respond, and every single day of that window is yours to use. The first thing you do is forward that letter to your legal team. Not IT, not procurement, legal. Because everything you do from this moment must be protected under legal privilege. Rule number 2. Conduct your own internal assessment before the vendor does theirs. This is your single biggest strategic advantage. If you know your compliance position before they do, you can remediate gaps, prepare your defense, and negotiate from knowledge instead of fear. But here is the critical part. This assessment must be conducted under legal privilege. That means the vendor cannot compel you to share it in any subsequent dispute. Rule number 3. Control the scope. When the vendor sends their audit request, they will ask for everything. Every server, every virtual machine, every user account, every installation. But your contract has specific audit rights and limitations. Read your agreement carefully. Most contracts limit audit scope to specific products, require reasonable notice, restrict frequency to once per year, and specify what data you must provide. Enforce every single limitation. Rule number 4. Never provide raw data. The vendor will ask you to run their scripts on your servers or give them direct access to your systems. Do not do this. Their scripts are designed to overcount. Oracle's LMS scripts do not correctly handle VMware hard partitioning. IBM scripts can double count in cluster configurations. Instead, provide summarized data that you have reviewed, verified, and sanitized. Give them what the contract requires, nothing more. Rule number 5. Challenge their methodology. This is where most organizations fail because they assume the vendor's counting is correct. It is not. Vendor audit methodologies systematically overcount. Oracle counts every processor in a VMware cluster even if your database only runs on 2 hosts. SAP counts automated system interfaces as named users. Microsoft counts inactive accounts as active licenses consumed. Every single methodology has weaknesses you can challenge with technical evidence. Let me give you a real example. A company runs Oracle database on a VMware cluster with 10 hosts. Oracle script detects all 10 hosts and calculates. 10 hosts times 2 processors times the core factor equals a massive license requirement. But the database only runs on 2 specific hosts with affinity rules. The correct calculation is 2 hosts times 2 processors. That is an 80% reduction in the claimed shortfall. This is not creative accounting. It is the correct application of Oracle's own licensing rules. Rule number 6. Find your forgotten entitlements. Before you accept any shortfall, do a complete license entitlement review. I have seen organizations discover millions of dollars in unused licenses they already own. Old enterprise agreements with bundled products. Upgrade rights they never exercised. Volume licensing keys that cover products they thought were unlicensed. Your effective license position is not just what you deployed. It is everything you are entitled to deploy. Rule number 7. Build commercial leverage. Here is what vendors do not want you to know. Technical compliance is only half the equation. The other half is commercial leverage. If your contract renewal is coming up, that is leverage. If you are evaluating a competitor like AWS or Google Cloud, that is leverage. If you are willing to go public about unfair audit practices, that is leverage. The vendor's sales team does not want to lose a renewal deal over an aggressive audit finding. Rule number 8. Never negotiate alone. This is perhaps the most important rule. Vendors have teams of audit professionals who do this every single day. They know every trick, every pressure point, every psychological tactic. You need someone on your side who has been on their side. Former vendor audit managers who know the internal targets, the methodology weaknesses, and the settlement patterns. An independent advisor typically pays for themselves 10 times over in reduced settlement costs. Now let me walk you through the complete audit timeline. Week 1. You receive the notification. You engage legal and your advisory team. Weeks 2 through 4. You conduct your privileged internal assessment and identify your true compliance position. Weeks 4 through 8. You respond to the vendor with controlled, verified data. Weeks 8 through 12. The vendor presents their findings. You challenge their methodology. Weeks 12 through 20. Settlement negotiations. You deploy all 5 pillars simultaneously. The settlement negotiation is where everything comes together. You have 5 tools in your arsenal. Tool 1. Methodology challenges that reduce the claim shortfall. Tool 2. Forgotten entitlements that offset the gap. Tool 3. Remediation evidence showing you have already fixed issues. Tool 4. Commercial leverage from renewal risk or competitive evaluation. Tool 5. A credible litigation posture that shows you will fight if the settlement is unfair. Use all 5 together. Let me share the numbers that prove this works. Organization A responded passively to an Oracle audit. Initial claim, $5 million. They paid $4.2 million. Organization B used this exact playbook. Same vendor, similar size, similar initial claim of $4.8 million. They challenged the methodology, found forgotten entitlements, built commercial leverage, and settled at $1.4 million. That is a 70% reduction. Same situation, completely different outcome. But the best audit defense is never needing one. Proactive SAM eliminates audit risk entirely. Here is your audit-proof checklist. Number 1. Maintain a complete software inventory updated monthly. Number 2. Reconcile licenses versus deployments quarterly. Number 3. Run your own compliance reports before the vendor can. Number 4. Harvest and used licenses within 90 days. Number 5. Document every purchase, assignment, and retirement. If you do these 5 things consistently, an audit notification becomes an inconvenience, not a crisis. Here is your emergency action plan if you get an audit notification tomorrow. Day 1. Do not respond. Forward to legal. Day 2. Engage an independent SAM advisor with vendor audit experience. Days 3 through 5. Begin your privileged internal assessment. Day 7. Send your initial response acknowledging the audit but requesting scope clarification. Days 7 through 30. Complete your assessment, identify gaps, begin remediation, and prepare your challenge strategy. This is your 30-day survival roadmap. Remember the core principle. You do not need to be perfectly compliant to negotiate effectively. You need to control what the vendor can measure, contest how they measure it, and create commercial leverage that makes a fair settlement more attractive than litigation. Master these 3 things and you will never fear an audit notification again. The vendors have power, but knowledge is the ultimate equalizer. If this video gave you confidence to face your next audit, smash that subscribe button and hit the bell. Share this with your IT team, your procurement team, and your CFO. They all need to hear this. In the next video, we are diving into SAM tools and technology, how to choose the right SAM tool, what features actually matter, and how to build your single source of truth. I am Shub, the licensed nerd, and I will see you in the next one.